Imagine a sky in fury, where angels clash in an eternal battle. At the center, Archangel Michael, with radiant blue and gold armor, raises his flaming sword, trampling demons writhing in agony. Wide wings spread against golden clouds, while God the Father, enthroned above, points with divine authority. Latin inscriptions float like echoes of prophecy. Quis Deus resounds as a challenge, and Similis altissimo reveals the arrogance of the fallen. Naked, muscular bodies plummet into the abyss, claws and tridents raised in vain. This is Archangel Michael Defeats the Rebel Angels by Luca Giordano, a Baroque explosion of light against darkness, where paradise expels pride. Prepare to dive into this 1657 masterpiece, not just a painting, but a portal to the divine and the demonic. Let's unravel its secrets. Now, let's dissect the explicit messages in this magnificent canvas. Starting at the heart of the action, Archangel Michael. He is the celestial warrior, depicted in ornate armor of celestial blue and gold, symbolizing purity and divine royalty. His sword is no mere weapon. It represents God's justice, cutting through the veil between good and evil. Beneath his feet, Lucifer and his followers fall, their bodies twisted in absolute defeat. Notice the details. The rebels' wings transform into demonic membranes, like bat wings, signaling the corruption of their original angelic beauty. The Latin inscriptions are key elements. Near Michael, Quis Deus floats, meaning who is like God. This phrase isn't random. It's the literal translation of Michael's Hebrew name, Michael, serving as a war cry against the rebels' hubris. It's an affirmation of humility and loyalty to God. Similis altissimo, or I will be like the Most High. This quote from Isaiah 14:14 refers to Lucifer's fall, who in his arrogance sought to equal God. Giordano uses this to emphasize the capital sin of pride, the driving force of rebellion. Above, God the Father appears as a serene elderly figure with a white beard and blue robe, holding a scepter and a globe, symbols of universal sovereignty. His downward pointing finger orders the expulsion, echoing Genesis and Revelation, where the war in heaven is described. Lesser angels, like cherubs, watch or assist, representing the intact celestial hierarchy. In the lower background, the demons are painted in dark tones, with expressions of pain and rage, gaping mouths, fiery eyes, wielding tridents and sickles, emblems of a pagan hell, blended with Christian imagery. The chiaroscuro contrast, intense light above and shadows below, reinforces the theological message. Divine light triumphs over the darkness of sin. Influenced by the Counter-Reformation, Giordano uses this work to propagate the Catholic Church's victory over heresies, akin to Rubens or Tintoretto. Each visible element screams a lesson: obedience versus rebellion, humility against pride, divine order over chaos. But beyond the obvious, this painting conceals layers of mysteries woven by Giordano with mastery. Let's reveal the hidden, the subtle symbols and veiled influences that turn this work into a Baroque enigma. First, observe the composition. The canvas is split into two halves. The upper part, luminous and colorful, influenced by the Venetian school of Titian and Veronese, represents eternal paradise. The lower part, dark and realistic, echoes the Caravagism of Ribera and Caravaggio, with hyper-realistic bodies in agony. This duality isn't mere style. It symbolizes the dichotomy of soul-body, spirit matter, and critiques Renaissance materialism, suggesting that human pride leads to a fall, like the Tower of Babel. An intriguing mystery is Michael's pose. He's not just fighting, but in a stance reminiscent of Hercules trampling a dragon, or even Ophiuchus in ancient astrology. Commentators note that Giordano may have fused classical mythology with Christianity, hiding a critique of paganism under a Catholic veil. The demons aren't generic. Some have humanized traits, possibly alluding to historical figures or heresies of the time, like Protestantism, seen as rebellion by the Church. The inscriptions hide esoteric depth. Quis Deus isn't just a name. In Jewish Kabbalah, it invokes protection against evil. In Giordano, a Neapolitan might have known mystical traditions. Look at the fallen angels. One holds a trident, a symbol of Poseidon, suggesting demons are fallen pagan gods, a Renaissance idea concealed here. There are numerological elements, 7 main angels visible, echoing the 7 capital sins or archangels. The nearly invisible LG signature in the lower left corner marks Giordano's speed, nicknamed Fa Presto, but also suggests the artist's humility, contrasting with the rebel's pride. Giordano traveled through Spain and Venice, absorbing alchemy and Hermeticism. The colors blue for divinity, red for blood and passion, hint at alchemical transmutation, from base to spiritual gold. A mystery revealed by modern analysis. X-rays show pentimenti, changes where demons were once more angelic, suggesting Giordano debated redemption, but chose eternal condemnation, aligning with Catholic theology. These secrets transform the painting into a hidden treatise on free will. What seems a celestial battle is an allegory of the human struggle against temptation. Contemplating this work, I feel a poetic whirlwind invade my soul. Giordano doesn't paint mere angels. He captures the essence of human existence, suspended between aspired heavens and dreaded abysses. Michael's ethereal blue is like the infinite of the spirit, challenging the shadows that drag us down, where naked, vulnerable bodies echo our mortal fragility. Each stroke of light, piercing the darkness, is a verse of hope, whispering that even in the chaos of rebellion, divine order prevails like an eternal symphony. Poetically, it's a hymn to cosmic balance. Pride, like Lucifer, rises on false wings, only to plummet in fragments of illusion. Yet in the fall, there's tragic beauty. The demons, once luminous, now twisted, remind us that inner light can corrupt, but also be reborn. Giordano, with his swift brush, weaves a tapestry where the divine and the demonic dance, inviting us to reflect. Aren't we, in our daily dilemmas, these battling angels? Quis Deus resounds like a mirror to our lost humility, while the Most High watches, patient, pointing the way to redemption. This painting is visual poetry, a Baroque sonnet of light and shadow, where the eternal collides with the ephemeral, leaving us awestruck before the mystery of creation. Who knows, in the next video, we might unravel another artistic universe secret. Until then, may the light guide your steps.